My name's Terry Gardiner, and I'm 72 years old, and I love doing outdoor things, backpacking and sea kayaking and cross-country skiing, and I'm an ultra trail runner. Last May, my partner and I, we had a project to row from Seattle, Washington, 800 miles north to our hometown in Ketchikan, Alaska, where we were both born. We're about 20 days north of Seattle. We'd gone about 400 miles, rowing our rowboat every day. And on the 20th day, I had an event, a heart event. I didn't know what it was, but I was just getting dizzy, and then I was feeling weak. My healthcare provider in Seattle said, you have a lack of blood flow and you need to go to a hospital right away. And the Coast Guard sent a helicopter and hauled me away. I had no idea I had this condition. And because of that, I didn't really want to give up my active life. And they were telling me, oh, don't do extreme stuff. Don't get a high heart rate and everything. And I kept looking around and I found Fourth Frontier. And I was like, whoa, this sounds cool. And I knew that there was this thing called the Holter monitor, but you're going to need a prescription, and it's just like, wear it 24 hours. What if nothing happens? What's it tell you? Well, I want to make my life better, my heart better. By that time, I was into August, and I got it, and I immediately started wearing it. I really learned a lot, from the data. I felt a lot more confident and better, and kind of kept at it, with more data and looking at. And just a couple days ago, I had my 6-month checkup. So I wrote up this report. Hey, I've got 230 hours of, recordings, sleeping, resting, running, rowing, biking, all these different activities. And here's what I think the data means. And we had a very efficient and positive meeting about, what was safe to do, what was not safe to do. If I would have just never found this wearable ECG, I'd be back where I was, on June 15th after I got out of the ER, and I did a stress echocardiogram where they're like, don't do anything extreme anymore. Well, what do you mean? That's just my normal life. Do you think it's extreme? So it's been a great journey. And, really this all has been accomplished in a little over 3 months. Because I bought this at the end of August, and I had my appointment a few days ago here in early December. So it's really 3 months of data. I think the other thing is sleep apnea. That is another trigger for, wearing it at night for the baseline and getting the data, you can, and it wasn't like exercise induced. So, then that was the second thing. He said, okay, we really need to focus on the sleep apneas more so than, we're not trying to focus on your exercise, and so that really refocused the whole conversation about what were the priorities for me going forward.